Officials in New York, New Jersey, and New Mexico announced new investigations today into the handling of sex abuse allegations in the Catholic Church. Missouri recently announced a similar investigation. This follows a report last month by a Pennsylvania grand jury alleging decades of abuse of more than 1,000 children by more than 300 priests. In one case, 5 sisters were abused by the same priest. Tonight in Eye on America, 4 of those sisters share their stories with Nikki Batiste.
How old were you when your alleged abuse began?
13.
I was 10 when I met him.
I was in the 1st grade.
I was under 2 years old. I didn't realize it until I was 12. I was watching a movie of a priest molesting altar boys, and that's kind of the day that I put it together. I never knew what the word molest meant.
These are the Fortney sisters. Patty, Laura, Teresa, Carolyn, and one other were sexually abused by their pastor in Enhout, Pennsylvania, beginning in the early 1980s.
He was a very sick man.
Father Augustine Gella was a trusted family friend, a grandfatherly figure, a regular at meals where he often said grace.
He would give us candy, he would take us out, and just constantly giving. Gave us stuff, bought us clothes, bought us toys, anything we wanted.
The Fortneys believe Gella was grooming the girls. 13-year-old Patty was molested as her little sisters looked on.
He was constantly hugging me in front of them, kissing me in front of them, trying to put his tongue in your mouth. He needed to know my cup size. I would continually remind myself, he's my priest. He's the mediator between God and man. This is okay.
I mean, even at our kitchen table, things happened in front of my parents' face that they couldn't see.
Father Gella retired in 1989, but the family still saw him.
My niece actually found a box that had some pornography in it and nude photos of Carolyn.
Their parents, Ed and Patty Fortney, immediately reported the photos to the Harrisburg Diocese in 1992. Another sister called Child Services, who then contacted the police. Father Gella was arrested and charged with child pornography and sexual assault. He died awaiting trial. Ed, you were there today when I was talking with your daughters, hearing some of these details for the first time. What was that like as a father?
It's bewildering. I got to contemplate on it probably for the next 10 years to figure out where the hell I went wrong, you know.
How did you not know?
We were on the inside. We didn't know. I mean, can you honestly think that if we knew, we would let something like that happen to our babies?
The Fortney family did settle 2 civil lawsuits with the Harrisburg Diocese. The sisters say they never discussed their abuse as children because they didn't understand what was happening.
For a long time, it's not that we weren't close, we just didn't know each other. Right. So there's always this big elephant in the room when we were together because there was so much going on that we didn't want to talk about it.
Today, they're slowly telling their stories to each other with the support of their entire family. Why did you decide to share your story?
We knew that we needed to do more to help prevent this from happening to other people.
I believe that there's going to be change. I pray that there's going to be change because nobody should live like this with this pain. Nobody should. It's every day, but I have hope now. I do.
The bishop of the Harrisburg Diocese told CBS News today that he sends his deepest apologies and prayers to the Fortney family. The sisters say they have never received a direct apology, and Jeff, all 4 women left the Catholic Church.
Extraordinary reporting tonight. Nikki Batiste, thank you.